Welcome and thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to walk you through events, street closures, and important dates you should know about as Auburn residents. This is the public affairs team for the City of Auburn in Auburn, Alabama, coming back to you once again with Four Things to Know coming up this week. So let's go around the table and say hello, starting with Allison.
Hey, I'm Allison Blankenship, the neighborhood specialist.
I'm David Dorton, Director of Public Affairs.
I am Nick Bowman, the public affairs specialist.
And I am Cynthia Williford Bean, the multimedia specialist.
We're mixing up our order a little bit this week. So let's go and start with Allison.
Okay, so I'm excited. It's Summer Night Week. So on Friday, the 2023 SummerNight Downtown Art Walk will be happening in downtown Auburn. So this brings us an art-filled evening from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's free. It is rain or shine. It will be an entertainment district event, which means you can carry around an alcoholic beverage outside on the streets. And it will cause a portion of College Street and Magnolia Avenue to close to traffic that day. So that is the portion of College from Thatch to Titchener, and then Magnolia from Wright to Gay Street. The closures will start at 5:15 p.m., so after work, and they will last until 10:30. If you've never been before, to set the scene, this event will have an artist marketplace set up with live music, late night shopping, and dining. There are children's activities, which I believe typically happen around St. Dunstan's Episcopal Church on Magnolia. Yeah, there's usually chalk and all kinds of crafts and maybe face painting even and different activities.
There was face painting last year.
Yeah.
And the balloon guy's there, but he just kind of walks around.
Yeah. So if you have kids, you can kind of go over in that area and see what's going on. The event is jointly hosted by the city's Parks and Rec Department, the Auburn Arts Association, the Downtown Merchants Association, and St. Dunstan's. There's always a theme. It's usually food related, and this year's is Peachy Keen. If you think you can cook, you are welcome to enter the Peachy Keen Culinary Contest. You can enter up to 3 peach-themed dishes for judging and cash prizes. You better get to cooking, though, because entries must be turned in on Friday between 8 and 11 a.m. So that gives the judges time to taste them and make their judgments. And then winners will be announced at 7:30 p.m. on the Summer Night stage, which will be at Toomer's Corner. This year's band that will take the stage during the event is called Eat a Peach. I Googled it. It's an Allman Brothers tribute band out of Birmingham. I also Googled the weather, and we're looking pretty good. It's looking sunny, no clouds, so hopefully that will be good. And I wanted to make a pun here and say that the forecast is looking, well, just peachy. So, you're welcome. Everyone cringed in this room.
That was
you
professional.
Listeners.
That was some professional announcing there.
Thank you.
That's how you know she's married to the radio host.
Yeah.
Last
Which
week,
he will be there, by the way.
That's
working.
great. Oh, nice. That's great. Last week I was like, "There's an event. Here's some details. They're mostly incorrect." So
Also peaches.
there are peaches.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Yeah. So go check it out. It's gonna be great.
Does it still start with the parade? Did you mention that?
It does not.
It does not.
They're not doing that this year.
Okay.
Yep.
So that.
So it starts at 6.
Okay. So that has less of a traffic impact maybe than previous years.
Yeah.
Insert joke about Peach's song from however many years ago that was. In a less professional announcing mode. So the annual Drinking Water Consumer Confidence Report is out, which tells you everything you need to know about your drinking water here in Auburn. Quality, safety, everything that's in it. Talks about water sources. It really is a comprehensive report about our water system and everything you need to know. You can find it online at auburnalabama.org. You can find it in the mail if you get a paper water bill along with your open line newsletter. You can go to the Bailey Alexander Water and Sewer Complex for a print copy. And you can call our Water Resource Management Department if you have any questions. Their number is 501-3060. That's just a standard annual report that tells you everything you need to know about your water system and the good quality of the water we have here in Auburn.
Sounds great. So we are going to have some work coming up on College Street. We've got multiple different closures, so I'm going to just go through them here. Starting with College Street's going to be reduced to 2 lanes between Miller and Reese Avenues beginning tomorrow, Wednesday, June 7th. Crews are going to begin working on the mid-block crossing and medians as part of the South College Street, Sanford Avenue, South Gay Street Improvement Project. There are a few lane shifts that are expected during this phase of the work. So again, this first one starting tomorrow, June 7th to the 19th. Two-way traffic will be shifted to the 2 southbound lanes. June 19th to July 5th. Two-way traffic will be shifted to the 2 northbound lanes. And then July 5th to the 31st. Two-way traffic will be shifted to the outside northbound lane and outside southbound lanes to construct the medians. Traffic control measures will be in place to alert motorists of the traffic pattern changes. But just make note of these make note of these dates. We'll have a link to the full schedule in the show notes.
And this whole project is supposed to wrap up by the end of July. So this is one of the last big pieces of the project.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm sure everyone is very excited about that because it's been a lot of traffic.
It's been a lot of work, a lot of improvements, not a lot of traffic.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Yes, a ton of improvements.
Is that all in, is that one press release or multiple press releases?
That's all one.
This was just the one notice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so auburnalabama.org, you can get those details.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what you need to know is it's going to be reduced to 2 lanes for the next couple months.
Okay.
2 lanes,
So
but
be careful.
in different
but in different. The traffic
configurations.
pattern is going to swap out a little bit, so just be careful. So lastly, we have some exciting news to share about Donghee America, who's expanding its presence here in Auburn. The company is going to be investing $63 million in its existing facility here and creating an additional 100 jobs. So the expansion is going to include a 195,000 square foot addition to the company's existing facility in our Auburn Technology Park West. And this expansion will allow the company to diversify its product portfolio. So once the expansion is complete, the company is going to start manufacturing cases for battery packs inside of electric vehicles. Donghee has been in Auburn since 2013, so they've been here for over 10 years now. And they've been a supplier for Hyundai and Kia for that entire time. They're actually the first Hyundai and Kia supplier in the United States that will begin manufacturing these battery pack cases. So we're just excited that this advancement in the automotive industry is in part taking place right here in Auburn. And they're going to be sending these electric vehicle parts to the Hyundai and Kia plants in Montgomery, in West Point, and in Savannah, Georgia. So congratulations to Donghee. We're excited to have them here.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Anybody got anything else?
Planning Commission applications are still open.
Yes.
So go check that out at auburnalabama.com/boards.
Org.
What did I say?
Com.
.com. Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
.org.
.org.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week. Thanks for listening to 4 Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. If you're looking for more news, events, and dates to know about coming up in Auburn, visit news.auburnalabama.org. You can also check out our show notes for the links and URLs discussed in this episode.